On today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Universe Epic Heroes Red Variant Deadpool. Turned out that this was apparently a UK release. Both him and the white variant of Doctor Doom were both UK releases. Although Spot was unable to find this, luckily a viewer was very nice enough to send this my way. So thank you very much, sir. You know who you are. Thank you for sending Spot this and giving me a chance to review it. I was extremely impressed with the gray variant, the X-Force variant of Deadpool. I gotta say though, getting him in classic red attire was definitely a figure I wanted to pick up. Though he is the red variant, he is still packaged in the original X-Force costumed Deadpool. You can even see the gray costume up the top there, and also on the back, the same costume there. I like how he's got the gray variant, or the gray original costumed Deadpool in one hand, and he's got Doctor Doom in the other. Really somewhat coincidental, being that these were the two variants that we ended up getting. Down below, other characters you can pick up in this wave of Marvel Legends. We have U.S. Agent, Marvel Knights, Punisher, which turned out we did not get the blade for. We also got Iron Man, Doctor Doom, Deadpool, and X-Mutant's Mystique. Another variant that we never got from this set. No read-up or anything like that, but still a pretty good image. That's a fun image of Deadpool. Having said that, I'm going to take myself a break, I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the red variant, the original costumed Deadpool. There's more coming your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Though being a repaint, Deadpool does still come with the display stand, featured with all the other Marvel Legends figures. You've seen these countless times. I mean, they combine with one another. You can get multiple bases together. It's still kind of lukewarm on the display basis, but at least you can combine and have multiple figures standing together. So you get that. Moving also aside, you come with several different accessories are included with Deadpool, one of which being a small pistol. The same pistol was carried over with the original release, the X-Force suited Deadpool, although his was silver. This one is more a black. Fitting for Deadpool to have more black weapons rather than silver. You get, of course, the pair of katanas, which was also featured in the original Deadpool. Don't worry, Spot's going to have the X-Force Deadpool available in this review, so I'll show you the comparisons between the two. But it looks like the katanas, in fact, you know what, reaching off camera, pulling out one of the katanas, it is really the same katana, just painted silver in the original and gold in the repaint. Same blades, though. And lastly, you also get yourself this really neat gun. And you can see on the side is painted a Deadpool logo. Not very cleanly painted. In fact, you can see the drips dripping down, which was intentional. Nice effect, though. I like having that on the side. If anyone was questioning whose gun this is, I mean, question no longer. You can tell that it's Deadpool's gun here. So really, all the accessories can be housed on Deadpool. The pistol can go into the side holster on his leg. Of course, the katanas can go into the back sheaths, featured on the back straps of Deadpool, like so. The only thing that can't be housed on him is his handgun. Now, really, or his rifle, you can really just have him holding it, and you've got Deadpool ready to go. How about by comparison now, we bring in the original X-Force costumed Deadpool. You can see the difference between the two. A really nice contrast, and to be honest, I really don't know which I prefer more. There's something to be said really about the gray. The gray and the black work extremely well for Deadpool. You know what? Zoom in? Absolutely, I can do that. Let me zoom in for you. Yeah, something to be said about the gray costume Deadpool. With the black and then those red eyes, it really stands out nicely. Although, you know, as a traditional purist, I still like the classic costume. Now, this Deadpool was originally released in a 2-pack, one of the earlier released Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. I think by paint-wise, he's about the same, although I've heard this Deadpool is just a slight bit darker than what we got with the original release. It is good, though, that at least, though unfortunately we can't find this figure in North America, at least you don't have to go to aftermarket to get the 2-pack Deadpool, because he was quite expensive. In fact, even looking on eBay now, the cost of that original 2-pack with the red costume Deadpool is astronomical. There's Spot using a big word, astronomical. But the paint is really nicely done, and it's all aspects of Deadpool that you would come to expect. I don't unfortunately have him presently available that I could show you the Toy Biz Deadpool. You know, Spot will eventually get around to reviewing him, so don't worry about that. But I think he's definitely... I think he's, of the ones I have so far reviewed, this is my favorite Deadpool. The Marvel Select Deadpool was incredibly bad, but I really like this one quite a bit. Also, he's got his Deadpool classic logo on his belt. All the aspects of Deadpool that were featured originally on this Deadpool in the black, you can see now has been swapped out in the brown. Again, there's the hand pistol. You can see I've already got it in his holster. That's in silver. This is in the black. In the way of his articulation, now it would be the exact same as the other Deadpool. He's got the hinged head. In fact, let me zoom into that so you guys get a better look here. It's got a hinged head, so essentially it's just a clamp, and then the ball joint is sitting inside that clamp, so you can get movement in the ball joint, but then you've also got the hinge of the head, allowing you to get some extra movement in the head. Sometimes with ball joints, you can only go so far with them. You rotate them easily enough up and down, but having that extra hinge definitely adds to the articulation in the figure. He has the swiveled in the shoulders, the shoulder blade pivots. And he's got the hinged arms, the pin and socket arms here. Right, there's the hinge. So you can move his arms forward, back, out, rotation back and forth. He has rotation in the bicep, a double bend at the knee. He has a hinge and pivot in the hand. So you can rotate the hand back and forth, up and down, back and forth. He has still the hinged upper torso crunch. So you can move the upper torso up and down. Still has the rotation in the waist. And then, unfortunately, he does have still the original articulation in the legs, so you can move the legs, for example, out. But to move it forward, you have to rotate that leg forward, then rotate the thigh to correct it, and then that will allow you to move the leg forward. Once again, to move it out, you have to rotate. Let me move in there. You can rotate that hinge out, and then that will allow you to move the leg out. So I'm still not a fan of that, the way that they've done that. Some of the other Marvel Legends, they have started using different joints. Makes things a little bit easier to accommodate, especially posing. You don't have to worry about spending a lot of time, readjusting legs to get to that position. Still has a swivel in the bicep, or swivel in the thigh, excuse me. Bend at the knee, double bend at the knee, and a bend and rotation in the foot. I think initially I felt like the figure had a really large head. It seems to show quite large on the gray costume. Somehow, even though I know it's still a large head, it works a little bit better on the red. It could just be the way that the choice of coloring used, the gray, might have made the head look a little bit larger than what it was. It works, though. And I'm happy that I was able to get this Deadpool. And again, thank you so much to the viewer that was nice enough to send this my way. While I do, still on the fence, while I do really like the coloring on the gray costumed, again, something to be said for getting the Deadpool in the original red and black. Deadpool, I'm going to give him an 8.5. And today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the UK release Marvel Legends original costume variant of Deadpool. Certainly stay tuned, guys. Spot's got more Toy Spots heading your way. And as always, I'll see you next time.